Hey guys, what's going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 Be a GM following the Philadelphia Flyers here. As we started off our year 6 or year 7 regular season, as we are currently, how many games in are we in? 23 games in so far, with a record of 13-9-1. Flyers sit up at the top of the Metro for right now, but without Steve Mason currently, because he is out with an injury until the end of the month here in December. So we are going to have to run with the tandem of Calvin Pickard and Marshall Sydor, the goaltender we picked up at the beginning of the previous episode. And that's who we're going to have to run with right now. Now, going off of last episode, our power play and our penalty kill percentages were at the top of the league, so I'm not going to touch those two special team lineups. It seems like, though, we're having a bit of trouble keeping the puck out of the net or scoring some goals, but we'll do a couple of test games here for the week of this month of December, see how everything goes. We're starting to lose a couple games here and there. We'll get back on track, but we have we lost 2, won 2, lost 1, so we're kind of on a losing streak right now, but we got to see if we can turn it around a little bit. If we start to lose, maybe like 2 in a row, maybe we'll make that change that I suggested last time to move Meyer down, maybe move McDonough up. But let's go through a couple of these games first this week, at home against San Jose, and then go into Pittsburgh. Let's see if we can get through a couple of these games, and we do get a shutout over the San Jose Sharks, which is nice, and then a 6-0 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. So back-to-back shutouts, hopefully there for Calvin Pickard or Marshall Sydor, one of the two. Who knows? I'm actually curious to see if Pickard played both of those games or if Sydor actually got in there for a game or two. Let's see. Pickard played both of them and got double back-to-back shutouts. All right, so the way the game is working out for us right now, it seems like they want to run Pickard more often than Sydor, and you know what? I don't have a problem with that. Pickard just did get back-to-back shutouts, so you know what? Keep going with them. A 3-0 shot, 3 shutouts in a row for Marshall Sydor there, for Calvin Pickard there, and then we won over the Montreal Canadiens 5-2, but then lost 3-1 to the Caps. So we'll take that. We will take that. Pickard went on a little bit of a tear right there. 3 straight games without allowing a single goal. I will definitely take that. All right, but we did get a loss there against the Capitals. Let's see if we can bounce back from that. And there's another shutout there. Reed McDonough has injured his leg December 18th. That's only a couple days. We can replace the player. We can replace the player there very easily. 5-3 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Reed McDonough has returned to the lineup. He'll begin to count against our salary cap, which is fine. Alright, so who has to get sent down? Who'd they put in there? Hold the phone here. Centers. Who's on our team that doesn't need to be up here? Chipchura? No. Chipchura was on our team. Defense. Oh, do we get double goaltenders back? I think Steve Mason got back as well. Right? That has to be the reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, forwards. Who's the extra forward we have up here? Is it Chipchura? Yeah, it's Chipchura. Waiver eligible. Yeah, that's fine. Lost morale for being sent down. Whoops, stop simulating, stop simulating, stop simulating. 5-0 win again. Dude, Pickard is a freaking monster right now. Calvin Pickard is an absolute effing monster right now. Oh, Gauthier. That's who got put in there. I forgot. All right, well, McDonough needs to get put back into the lineup. He's down to 84, which is fine. So he gets to play. McDonough goes back in there. Third line scorer, which is fine. Coming back from an injury. Gauthier went in there to fill the rollout, which was exactly what I needed him to do. Marky Jenner's up to an 86 overall now, which is pretty nice. So that should fix everything right there that McDonough's back. Mason isn't back yet, though, right? Sydor. Steve Mason is scratched. Okay. That's what I figured. Oh, and he's down to an 82 overall. How freaking fun. Here we go again, man, with this stupid stuff that happened last time. The exact same thing that happened last time, man. It's Robert Haig all over again. It's Robert Haig all over again. Sydor. Yes, you go down. I know. I'll edit the lineups. Sidor's going to lose some morale. That's fine. Oh, calm down, Pickard. You don't need to lose morale because of that. See, Mason, I know you're unhappy because you didn't play a game. I understand that. Your stats are going to go down again because that's how this game likes to screw with me. It's the same exact thing that happened last time, man. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Really just do not understand how that works. But Sidor, you can get back in there, getting some starts in there. Behind Vixton, the AHL. That's just hilarious, to be honest, man. It's hilarious. Honestly, pretty funny because we missed Steve Mason there being scratched for a game. He's fun. He's having his fun times. No player meetings either. No player meetings. All right. Well, Steve Mason, you know what? Just suck it up, pal. Suck it up and play the games, man. We're on a winning streak now. Pickard is actually playing like a beast. So let's go to the end of the month. Let's go up to the end of the month here. 4-0 win again, dude. Pickard is, if he's starting right now, Pickard is absolutely a monster right now. If he's the one who's posting all these shutouts right now, this guy is an absolute. He's a monster. He's an absolute monster. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't do the WHL yet. 6 weeks forwards. All right, let's keep it going here. Win against Florida, loss against Jersey. All right, that's only our second loss in the month. We'll take that. There's a win against the Rangers. Win against the Blue Jackets. Finish off the month, man. Only 2 regulation losses in the month. That'd be huge for us right now. All right, Steve Mason, he's still disgruntled right now. He's supposed to be in 87, but he's down in 82. I think it's time that we go different paths. I want to be traded. Well. Steve Mason wants to get traded. Huh. An 87 overall goaltender. He's disgruntled, and I think it's time that we go a different path. I want to be traded. That's the first time I've actually seen that pop up right now. Steve, because you missed one game for being scratched from recovering from an injury, you want to be traded. Oh, man. You're recovering from an injury, man. All right, we need players that want to be here. Trading you will be a good thing for this franchise. I'm very sorry it has come to this. I hope we can make it work. You think anybody is going to step up with an offer based on your recent efforts? Look, you work at improving your game. I'll try to find you a new team. Oh, man, that's pretty funny. You can't win with these, man. Many players that want to be here training you will be a good thing for this franchise. I'm very sorry it's come to this. You think anybody's going to step up with an offer based on your recent efforts? Yeah, let's go with that one. And he's really pissed off now. That's hilarious, man. That's so funny. That is so funny that Steve Mason wants to be traded right now, disgruntled. Is he the one playing? Is he the one starting, or is Calvin Pickard the one starting right now? There's a 7-1 win over the Winnipeg Jets. All right, Flyers just, even though Mason was out with an injury, Flyers just cleaned house that month, only losing 3 games. A ton of shutouts being posted in that month, which is actually ridiculous. Our locker room chemistry is back up to 84%. Let's check out our player stats for that. Just the goaltenders, pretty much. Because Flyers went on an absolute tear that month. Mason is still starting more games again. He's 9-6, 3.09 goals against. Average is ridiculous. Calvin Pickard has started a majority. Mason has only started 2 games since he's come back. And Pickard has just been on an absolute monstrous tear right now. Going 14-8. Sidor did get 1 start in there where he did win that one game, 1-0. Only gave up 2 goals against in said game. So he got a win, and the Flyers only gave up 2 goals. So what game did he start? He only gave up 2 goals. So he probably started the Montreal Canadiens game. Yeah, after 2 goals. Yeah, that has to be. Yeah, that's or he probably started the Florida game. That makes more sense. Yeah, he probably started the Florida Panthers game where we beat them. So, yeah, should we do it? Or should we wait to the trade deadline? How far away is the trade deadline going to be? There's the All-Star break. Trade deadline is going to be a whole nother 2 months away. You know what, Mace? Suck it up. I think if we continue on this winning streak that we're on right now, I think we can maybe get Mason's trade potential or his morale back up to what it needs to be. Because even if it's not the case, Pickard is still doing a crazy job of winning games right now. So you know what? Let's go another month here. Let's see what happens. I think if we can continue on this big winning streak, which we are on right now, as our offense and our goaltenders, whoever is starting right now, and you know, with the exception of these past 2 games right now, Flyers are on a nice little they're on a nice little roll right now. And there you go, back again with 2 wins after 2 losses. Sean Couturier is injured with a neck strain, January 21st. Yeah, we can just replace the player. Gauthier can go right in there for him. Gauthier can play center. And we get a loss against the Wild. Shootout win over the Avs. Couturier is available to play in the team's next game. Let's get him back in there. He'll get 2 days rest. So Julien Gauthier, once again, thank you for filling in. You're proven to be a very valuable depth player right now. Very much appreciate that. We getting any other morale boosts? Scrantham's up to a 91. Everybody else, McDonough's back up to his 85, which is nice. Generous is still good. All these other guys are good. Hunt, Kruger, Moss. On defense, I think Sanheim, 88, Provorov on upward trend. Halishchuk, Moran, Bachman. Everybody's looking good. How the goalie's looking. Mason is back up to an 80. Okay, slowly going back up. Once again, 83. So keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. Keep getting these wins. We can get Mason back up. Oh my God, the Flames are 8-30 and 8. That's a terrible record. Yo, that draft pick's gonna be good though. That 3rd round pick's gonna be like first overall in the 3rd round. I'll take that overtime win, 8-0 win over the Rangers. Yo, when we beat some teams, when we shut teams out, we are literally killing them. Overtime loss against the Red Wings and then the Predators. Another win 3-1. Yeah, Flyers are on an absolutely monstrous tear right now. No, let's just get to the trade deadline. Let's just get to the trade deadline in this video. Keep it up. We're 33-15 and 2. Shootout win. Yeah, this Flyers team is on a nice little roll right now. There's a loss against Florida, but then they come right back with a win over the Canucks. February 17th, Kruger's mild concussion. Yeah, that's fine. Gauthier can easily fill in for him. Julien Gauthier can easily fill in for him right there. Yeah, let's do the U.S. forwards. 6-1 win over the Islanders. Yep, continue to roll, boys. 2-1 loss against the Kings. That's all right. Kyle Schroeder, waiver claim from the St. Louis Blues. 7 defenseman. He's only 24 years old. I mean, he could be a little bit better than some of the defensemen we have in our AHL system, but he's a defensive defenseman who's got good discipline. He's got good shot. Not really good puck skills. 5th round pick by the Winnipeg Jags. I'll decline. I think we're fine for right now. Lehigh Valley is 36-1, so they're doing okay. Edmonton, there's a 6-2 win, 7-3 win over Vancouver, 4-2 win over the Rangers. We're scoring goals. Voracek sore foot, March 4th. Ooh, okay, so that's a little bit of a hurt. It's like a 2-week injury for that's a 2-week injury for Jacob Voracek. Do we have somebody to fill in for that? Dude, Murray Jenner's up to an 87 overall. Good lord. Can I go to roster moves from here? Okay, I have to go to edit lines first. I don't think I have somebody to fill in for that because I sent Chipchura down, so I don't think I have an extra forward right now. Oh, Kruger. Kruger's fine. Kruger's good to play. Okay, so Voracek got injured, but Kruger came back. All right, so we can do this before craziness happens again. So Gauthier can fill in for that. Claude, you can go back up to the first pair for right now. You can play. We'll let Noel play the wing. We could call up. Let's do. Is Jenner some good face-off? 77. Yeah, sure. We'll give him second line time. Why not? Yeah, we can give Murray Jenner some second line time right there, and we can give Gauthier a wing on the 3rd line, which is just fine by me. Hunt is supposed to play the 3rd line, so we can move Hunt up to the 3rd just for this little bit of time until Voracek gets back. So let's do that. Let's do all those little crazy moves right there. And we have to actually hit up the special teams units. So Hushagi filled in for him there then. Let's see. Noel, Giroux, Couturier, Toffoli, McDonough. Let's just put Generous in there. Why not? Let's just put good old Murray in there. We can put in Toffoli on that pair, though. We can put Tyler Toffoli in on that pair, though, since Grantham, I think, is on that, the 4-man power play. Yes, he is. All right, so we can just do that, and then extras. Just fill in Generous. And then in the shootout, it doesn't really even matter who we put in here for the shootout. Kind of does. We can put McDonough in there. I don't think he's taking a shot in the shootout. He's not. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, so we can go back here. Let's exit out of this. And Kruger's available to play, which I already edited him back in, so we're good. And St. Louis shootout win. All these wins, we should be able to, you know, maybe get Mason back to his overall morale. 3 losses in a row. Haven't had that in a while. This month's not been kind to us. Shootout win over the Pens, though. And then Ottawa, Jacob Voracek is available to play in the team's next game, which is good. Definitely some Gouda cheese. Alright, so what we can do is we can move Generous back here. We can move Hunt back here. We can move Gauthier, switch him up with Giroux, Gauthier with Noel, and then Gauthier gets switched out for Jacob Voracek. Good, and then I have to do all these things again, because Generous is going to be right here, so... Whoops, not Gauthier, Voracek. And Voracek. Let's get Jake back in all these fun things, extras. Voracek. That's fine. Extra attacker. No, it was shootouts. Sari and McDonough in the shootouts. We go Voracek. There we go. Alright, back to normal. How are the goalies doing? Mason back to 87. Good. Alright. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad I did not decide to trade him away. See, Steve, all you needed was a nice little winning streak to go on, and then you got your freaking panties all in a bunch. And then a 6-0 win over the Ottawa Senators to end it off. So Gauthier is going to lose some morale for being scratched, but you know what? You're a depth player. You'll get over it. And here we are at March 1st with the Flyers having a record of 42-19-3. Second place in the Metro has 31 wins, and that is the Washington Capitals. Wow, and the New York Islanders. We are well ahead of them in the race right now. And you know what? Let's simulate one. We'll hold off right here because where the trade deadline is literally right here. All right, so let's check out all the stats here. Let's check out the stat totals, see where we are. We are at 87 points, which is 15 points ahead of the Washington Capitals, which is 7 games. We are in good hands right now in the Metropolitan Division and the Atlantic Division, where we are well above those guys as well. So it seems like we're the best team in the Eastern Conference, which we are. We are actually tied with the Arizona Coyotes in points, but Arizona does have 3 games in hand on us. So they are still up atop of the standings. But 42 wins for us. Dallas Stars right there as well. But we have played a lot more games than some of the other teams. But we are in a very good position right now, are the Philadelphia Flyers. Goals for per game is up at a 3.453. That's our highest goals for per game average so far in this GM mode, a 3.45. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty good. Goals against per game is at a 2.23, which is good for third best, so I'm not going to complain about that at all. Power play percentage is up at a 25.66%, so the power play all year has been doing a fantastic job. 25%, so every 4 power plays we score on, which is nice. And we do have a power play per total amount. We have the most amount of power plays in the league as well, so that's always nice to see as well. That you have a top power play percentage with the most amount of power plays, which is always nice. And our penalty kill, I think, is number 1 in the NHL. It is 89.17%. That's pretty damn good. And time short-handed, we are the most disciplined team in the NHL. So power play is good. Penalty kill is the best in the NHL. We're the most disciplined team in the NHL. That is pretty awesome for this Flyers team. Home 29-2, away 22-10-1, last 10 6-3-1. Very nice job for by the Flyers so far this year. And look at that point total. Did I see that right? Is Jacob Voracek having a one hell of a season for this Flyers team? He is, and Claude Giroux as well. Oh my God, yo, look at the goals. Look at the goals. Claude Giroux, 64 games played, 73 points, 36 goals for Claude Giroux, 38 goals for Jacob Voracek. If he didn't get injured, well, he only missed a couple games, but still, that is ridiculous. 38 goals for Jacob Voracek, 73 points in 59 games. Holy crap. Nathan Noel, you are helping out that first line more than I could tell. And Giroux only is second line time too. Giroux is second line time and he's putting up those point totals. That's over a point per game. That is well over a point per game. Voracek is like crazy amount over a point per game. Yo, the goals they're putting in is ridiculous. 36 and 38. Could I have... This is awesome for me because I've never had this happen in a GM mode before. Am I about to have two 40 goal scorers on the same team? I'm going to have two 40 goal scorers on the same team. Jacob Voracek and Claude Giroux are having career years right now. They could get over 100 points. It's possible. It's going to be close, but they're going to get at least 80, at least 80 or 90 points. I can assume. They're at least going to get 80, 90 points. That's pretty ridiculous. How many... there's only 18 games left, but still, they're going to get around point per game player if it averages out fine. But that is an amazing stat right there that I could have. I'm probably going to have two 40-plus goal scorers on my team. That's pretty ridiculous. Nathan Noel having a very, very good year as well. 65 points so far. He's already surpassed last year's totals tremendously at plus 20. Great job filling out on that first line for sure. He is one hell of a player, one hell of a defensive type player. And, you know what, he's really helping out Jacob Voracek for sure. Earl Grantham with 60 points as well. A very good year for him. Surpassed already last year, so everything now is just added onto that as well. So a very good year for Earl Grantham. Like I said, I wanted to get Earl Grantham some more goal scoring, but I guess his shooting category is not that great. You know, it's like upper 80s. It'll get better because he's only 21, but still. 60 points, though, working with Nathan Noel and Claude Giroux. And Jacob Voracek is really paying off for those two guys. But it's a very good year from Earl Grantham. Tyler Toffoli's still having a very, very good year on the second line now that we decide to move him up. 51 points is probably going to surpass, it's probably going to be his best year. Yeah, it's going to be his best year in the entire his entire NHL career, which is going to be nice working besides a guy like Claude Giroux. Sean Couturier with 40 points on the third line. That's still nothing to snuff at. He does have power play time, but it's still a pretty decent year for him. Reed McDonough, only with 32 points, does have 14 goals, which is not too bad. You know, the depth goal scorer in the third line. He is one of the he's one of the minus players on the team, but still, 32 points is not bad. Timo Meier, obviously the very underachieving person on our second line with only 23 points. So, yeah, Meier's not really a great offensive type player for our team, but you know what, we're a fantastic defensive type team, so I guess it makes sense. But Meier is definitely a guy who is expendable, it seems, on our team for right now, for trade bait, so might listen in on some offers for Timo Meier. Generous with 22 points, though, 87 overall for this guy. Maybe he could, if he gets a nice little overall boost, and maybe he'll take Timo Meier's spot, I can see that happening. I can definitely see Murray Generous being the new second line player for our team over Timo Meier, so I can see Timo Meier's time being very limited here in Philadelphia with his point totals for right now, even though Generous is a -2 still. Kruger with 17, Dryden Hunt with 15, Wayne Moss with 10 in his first year. Julien Gauthier has been doing a decent little job filling in for depth. 14 games played for him, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points, +4 for Gauthier, which is not too shabby. And then Chip Chura obviously still played the 1 game. Defensively, how are our defense doing? Shane Gostisbehere, 46 points. Not too shabby, putting him on the first line D pair, which is what I like to see. 46 points. He's getting our what's the most points Ghost has had so far in this GM mode? Oh, that is only 30 points. That's pretty good. That's really good. He could probably get 50, 60 points, which will be really, really nice for a defenseman. Ivan Provorov up to a 90 once again with 34 points. How many points has Ivan had the most in this GM mode? He's around 40, so I think he should probably pass that, or at least tie it. Halischuk with 29, Sanheim with 21, so he got his point total back up there. Bachman with 7, Morin with 5. And once again, all our defense are plus players, which is nice. And then our goaltending. Okay, so Marshall Sydor did only play the one NHL game, and he got sent back down. Calvin Pickard, his goals against average is 1.84 with 33 games started. So he went on a nasty shutout streak, which was pretty ridiculous, even though Steve Mason was his little disgruntled butt, but he's had a good season for us so far, for sure. That trade for a third-round pick was well worth it. 19 and 10, .931 save percentage, 7 shutouts for Pickard, which is ridiculous. And then Steve Mason, after dealing with a little bit of problems with management, after being scratched one game, even though technically you were still injured, Steve, he's bounced back very well. 22 and 11, 2.47 goals against average. Goals against average isn't anything too great. 22, 11, and 1, I should say. Save percentage of .916, 6 shutouts does Steve Mason have as well. So we have a total of 13 shutouts between both of our goaltenders in 70 combined games. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for the Flyers goaltending duo this year. Well, goaltending duo this year, but our offense. Jacob Voracek and Claude Giroux, you two are absolute monsters. All right, well, we are currently at the trade deadline right here. So I think we should, I'm going to end the video right here. But let us just do some searching around the league and see what some teams do have potentially for trades. Now, Mikhail Gogliev hasn't dropped at all, so he is at an 84 overall. Still top 4 potential defenseman for us. So that is our one trade chip that we do have coming into this trade deadline right now, is that if any team needs like a top 6 defenseman, we do have that to fulfill for the team. I am going to throw Timo Meier onto the trade block. Now, he is going to lose some morale for that, but you know what, that's fine. But I do want to listen in on some offers that I could get for Timo Meier coming into this trade deadline. And then we can also look at maybe some draft picks. I think goaltenders, Sydor's doing fine. Let's see, defenseman, we already have the one defenseman up there. I don't think there's another one up there that we need. Perez, I think, is good. Everybody else is doing perfectly fine. Yeah, goaltenders are fine. I think it's just that draft pick, right? Let's see. Sorted by year. Alright, whoops, sorted by year. Okay, so in 2022, we have 2 first-round picks from the St. Louis Blues and the Flyers. So the St. Louis Blues pick is higher than our pick, so I'm interested to see where the Blues are at right now. I'll double-check that. That Flames third-round pick is going to be very, very nice for us. That seems like that's going to be a high third-round pick, like maybe first or second overall in the third round, depending on how the draft lottery goes. And then we still have our 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we have all our picks this year. We have a double first. I'm going to go see where that St. Louis is at. Obviously, I'm going to go check where Calgary is at as well. We'll double check that, and then we'll check out the trade deadline. St. Louis is doing a lot of... Okay, it was just an 8-1 beat down to them. Okay, so let's check out where St. Louis is at. St. Louis is in the Central, right? St. Louis Blues are in 4th place, 75 points. Okay, so are they in a wild card spot? They are in a wild card spot. They have the first wild card spot secured very comfortably by 5 points over the Nashville Predators, and then the next team behind them is at 69, Anaheim. So St. Louis is in a very comfortable position right now. It seems like they should be a playoff team. And then Calgary, I think, is in the Pacific. Yeah, they're at 38 points with a record of 14, 39, and 10. So Calgary is not a great team this year. Wayne Simmons not paying off for them all too much. But let's just go to the trade deadline, or the trading block here, see what some teams have on their blocks. Anything possibly to improve our team a little bit. All right. Anaheim Ducks have Frederik Andersen. We don't need a goaltender. We're fine for that. Coyotes giving away Healy, a power forward, Tuukka Rask and Zachary Fucale, some more goaltenders. Buffalo, Johansson, another goaltender. Michael Frolik, Ortio, Agostino. Frolik, maybe as like a depth player, not really anything too special there. Alshuler, another goaltender. Georges, 73 overall, dear God. Hentunen, another goaltender. A lot of goalies being shipped right now. What else? DeRosier, another goaltender. Ben Bishop on Detroit, another goaltender. Darren Helm, decent depth player there. You're like a third or fourth line player. Luongo O'Reilly. Kuhlman. Benoit Pouliot. Ryan Strome and an 80 overall. Yeah, his morale must be really, really low. Rangers, Ranta, Weissman. Nothing really to help out like the top potential, or what am I saying? Like my top lines. Marcus Foligno, 84, that's okay. Joachim Nordstrom, nothing really too fantastic there either. Sekera, nope. Talbot, Matt Nieto is a very comfortable contract, but another 84 overall. Nobody really higher than 84 overall, it seems. Anton Strawman, that'd be a good defensive pickup for any team right there. That's a good contract too, 4.9, one more year left. McFarland, nope, nobody on those guys. Kolsov, top 6 potential medium player, 72 overall, not bad for Washington. And then Arturi Lehkonen, 81. So it doesn't seem like there's a lot of offensive type players. It seems like any of these teams are giving away. I mean, unless they don't show up on the block. I mean, if I go to just like skaters matching the block. Oh, wait a minute. They're not going to match our block. Yeah, if I just go through here, I don't think there's any top potential players unless I go one more day closer to it. Let me see if I simulate to the day before the trade deadline, sim to the next game, see if any of the things, trade deadline is upon us. Yep, I already did my trading block. Ooh, 2nd round pick and the 3rd round pick to the Hurricanes in exchange for Keegan Lowe. Is Keegan Lowe a type of player that can help us now? He is $3.21 million, 80 overall. No thank you. That is way too much to pay for a potential player like that. I mean, if we just go back to the trade players, check out their trading blocks. Is there anybody else that gets added to that, list? Okay, yeah, it does seem the blocks did get updated a bit, so we can just double check that one more time before we let you guys go to see if we need to improve anything. I guess you need to wait for the message to pop up before teams start like updating their block a little bit. All right, let's see. Calgary, no. Carolina, yeah, Carolina updated theirs a little bit, so they have Keegan Lowe, Riley Nash, and Andrew Hammond. Let's see if anybody else updated their block a bit. No, Helm's still there. Pullman's still there. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 and nope. Mitch McCarron, or Michael McCarron from the Jets is another guy that got added up there. So there's nothing really big like player-wise that any team is looking to give away right now for trade deadline-wise. So there's nothing really we could do to upgrade our team unless I just go scouting through each of the NHL teams myself and then looking at their team, like older players that might be able to help out our squad. But you know what, the way this Flyers team has been playing right now, I don't think we need it because we haven't really made a big trade deadline deal for the past couple of years. But here's what our team looks like right now though, boys. It seems like everything is running really good right now, and I don't think I want to mess with the chemistry right now because I have 2 40 goal scorers on my hands right now with Claude Giroux and Jacob Voracek looking very, very good to pass that mark at this season's end. So hopefully we can just continue to run with those 2 guys. I don't think we need to make any changes on offense. Defensively, everything seems to be going good, and Steve Mason is back to being his normal self. So I think we're good on that front. AHL Phantoms are 35-17-2, so they're at like a 2.0 win-loss ratio, which is nice. Their division looks a little bit tough, but I think they should be fine the way they are playing, and you know what, I think we're good to go. But you guys can let me know down in the comments section. But things seem to be going good for this Flyers team right now, and I think we'll finish up the regular season next video, and we'll do our little recap as we go into the playoffs. More than likely we're going to go into the playoffs in this year without a doubt. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you guys next time.